Hey guys, it's Annie at Creative.Cliche. In today's makeup transformation, I'm going to be transforming myself into the Disney villain Hades from Hercules. So before we get started, if you guys don't follow me over on Instagram, I'll have it linked somewhere up here for you. I do post looks on there every single day, so if you want more content, that's the place to go. I do post videos on here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday if you want to subscribe. And yeah, let's just get into the makeup tutorial. So if you want to see me transform myself into Hades, then keep watching. Alright, so I already glued my brows down off camera, so I'm just gonna jump right into mapping out Hades. I wanted to try Miss Gaymat's technique for the eyes instead of going full on like cartoon eye and just drawing it on. So I'm bringing out those inner corners of my eyes and then scooping it down, almost creating like a half moon shape underneath my eyes, kind of like an eye bag. Now for his cocky expression, I'm drawing his eyebrows slanted down, almost with like a gentle curve, and I'm having it end right before my eyelid. For my nose, I originally thought that it was shorter than it actually was, so I'm about to erase these lines and redraw it, going further down to where almost like my top lip starts, and then I'm drawing two lines angled up into almost like an arrow shape to create his nostrils. To create his mouth, I'm drawing two lines swooping up from that nostril area. I'm drawing on his top lip and then swooping two lines down on each side of the mouth, connecting them in almost like a half moon shape at the bottom. I started mapping out his teeth literally like 10 different times and had to keep erasing it, so you can just ignore all of these attempts right here because I'm just going to redo it later. I'm just making those lips a little thicker on the sides, and then it's on to creating the cheekbones, which are basically just sharp triangles. For his forehead, he has this severe widow's peak, so I'm just arching this up like the McDonald's sign and having it meet the cheekbones, and then it's onto the chin. This is a tough illusion to see from an angle, but it's gonna look accurate from straight on. So since his face is a lot longer than mine, I need to draw his chin on like my neck area and then just connect the lines. For Hades' skin color, I really wanted to go in with a cream paint that was already like similar to his skin color. That way I didn't have to mix a bunch of different paint colors to get his like accurate skin color. So I'm going in with this light gray shade from the Ben 9 Monster Wheel, and I'm just buffing that in. I forgot to draw on his neck and shoulders, so I'm just gonna do that real quick, and then it's back to the face. I'm setting that cream with the powder so that it doesn't slide around, and this one that I'm using is Lager Minerals, I think is how you pronounce it. But I just picked this one up on Amazon. I don't really use like any expensive setting powders for special effects makeup since I'm just washing it off. Going back in with that cream paint to do the neck area real quick, and then I'm grabbing my crusty ass May Around Paradise palette just to paint the under eyes yellow. Here's where I redo the teeth for like the 100th time. So I'm starting off really carefully, filling them in, and then I was like, no, I hate this. So I wound up covering it all up with white and then starting off again doing his zigzag teeth. I started with like in the middle this time, and I think that really helped me. To shade his eyelids, I'm going in with the shade The Fades from the Misunderstood palette, and I'm taking this from the start of the brow, doing my eyelid and then bringing it down to underneath my eye. This is just such like the perfect shade for Hades, and it's so pigmented, it's like crazy. It's like crazy. Going in with the shade Revenge, I'm using this to outline his features. I usually go in with like a black paint, but I noticed that his outlines are more of like a dark gray, and this eyeshadow is a black eyeshadow, but instead of like doing like a harsh like paint line, this comes off as more like a gray. I don't know if that makes sense. Adding those forehead creases real quick, and then it's back to outlining. For the lips, I'm using a mixture of the shade Revenge and Fades just to fill them in, and then it's back to outlining. I'm filling in his little half pupils real quick, and then I'm taking this wax-based paint by Tag. This is a black paint, and I'm going over all of like the lines that I felt needed to be like emphasized a little bit more. So like his expression lines, his cheekbones, and his teeth. I'm adding in the ears real quick and then filling them in using that gray cream paint. And then I'm outlining the top lids of my eyelids and also my eyebrows. Since Hades doesn't have black hair, I'm tying mine back into a ponytail to hide it, and I'm also painting my whole body into like a black silhouette just to make the character pop a little more. I get a lot of questions on why I don't use a black background for my looks, and the answer is because I like a lot of color, and also I don't want to hide that it's a person in the paintings. It's part of the art for me. I really like seeing like the silhouette of a person and then also like a cartoon on top of it. It's kind of like a 2-for-1, you know what I mean? Going back in with the Mayor on Paradise palette, I'm grabbing that Cobalt shade just to fill in my temples so that when I do the hair, it's gonna all kind of look cohesive. And then I'm mixing like a gray and black to create his shirt. And also I figured his chin could use a little bit more of a pop, so I'm just outlining that in black. Now for the fun part, making his hair. I grabbed some cardstock paper and I'm holding it up to the forehead area so that I can kind of like freehand the shape that I need. And I just need to pretty much like continue his forehead up and then also add the fire. So I sketched it up, painted it, and then glued it on using spirit gum. For a little extra pop, I went in with a Cruella highlighter and added it to all of, like the high points of the area that I want to look raised. And last but not least, I added this Glitterly Obsessed body glitter in the shade Anomaly, and I just added that to like the inner corners of the brows. I don't know, just to add like a little bit of fun. And that's the finished look, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Are you guys loving these like Disney villains collection? I'm like so excited about the entire thing. And I've actually just been so like inspired. Like I think I'm gonna start doing a lot more Disney characters. I know that you guys love seeing them and it's really like, I don't know, it's just propelling me, you know? I don't know what that means. But yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel and hit that bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, stay creative.